Yeah, look forward to it.
All right, thank you, Lisa. We'll get set now as we come up on 90 seconds to go before the start of the race. First, we've got Spain. Emily, they are talented indeed.
Yeah, we've got a really young, talented team. We've got the same lineup as we did in LA. That's Diego, Jon, Florian, Nicole, Young, and Bernardo. So a really strong team, all young and super enthusiastic.
And how about the
Australia's
Aussies,
going
Stevie?
very low, eh?
Well, I think if you've watched SailGP, you know the crew on this boat. This is probably, you know, one of the most well-known and experienced crews on the boat. I think big pressure on Tash Bryant to have her head out of the boat, and big pressure on the wing trimmer, Carl Langford. I mean, Blair didn't allude to it, but I think that how well you trim the wing through these changeable conditions is also a hard job today.
And of course, Emirates GBR looking for that big win here, Stevie. They have got so much experience, so much talent on this boat. You got to think eventually it's all going to click and they're going to just drive away.
Yeah, they're definitely sailing a lot better here today, and I think again Hannah Mills at the back of the boat. I can't help thinking those strategists have got a big job on to help the drivers see where the breeze is as we see 40 seconds to go and they're already in position. Ainsley talking about did he want to be down the line nearer the bottom of our screen or up the line where you're going to have a faster angle. At the moment, Ainsley has a pretty good controlling position on Emirates Great Britain. That's a lot of water on the boat there with 27 seconds to go. He's defending against the ruse. Slingsby pushing. Emirates Great Britain defending, and it's going to be Spain with the clear run-up. Australia very aggressive from Slingsby here. He's going to look to park the British boat. As soon as those boats overlap, if they do, the British will have to keep clear. It's really, really tight. Has Ainsley timed it right? The Australians can't hook them. Ainsley looks early back to the line here. It's aggressive match racing. Watch for the line to turn white. Oh, that was so tight on the gun, and the Spanish are late. The Spanish late at the top of the line, will have a faster angle, looks like a clear start, and Slingsby's aggression's paid for him. The British are going to struggle to get over the top from here. At Mark 1, it should be the ruse in first place.
Well, they couldn't get the hook in, but at mark number 1, it is Australia that has the whole shot position. What a maneuver by Tom Slingsby as he pushes the Brits to the outside. Here comes Spain back in the mix.
Yeah, nice little move from the Australians there. He turned the British up a bit closer to the wind. That's brought the Spanish back into the race, but first decision goes to Great Britain. They spin away. He thinks he's seen win first. Spain try to follow. Everyone moving very quickly, trying to react to the changeable wind conditions.
Hold. Let speed come.
Currently seeing the highest speeds of any race so far this weekend. GBR doing over 60 kilometers an hour downwind here. Spanish closing the gap now from behind 65s. It's going to be a tight race.
I don't know about how many manoeuvres can they do into the gate. Australia look pretty well set for a left turn, but if Great Britain can make it down, they'll have the right of way on the inside. It's going to get really tight at the bottom. When Great Britain turn, Australia have got to watch out because the British will have the right of way.
And they got to watch out for those super yachts. The fans, look how close they are to gate number 2. Prime viewing condition, and it looks like Australia at gate 2 is going to opt for the left side of the course, and Great Britain at the last second decides to follow with Spain sitting at 3rd.
That's great news for the Australians. They'll be so happy to see the boats follow round behind them. They're going to be faster because they had to do no manoeuvres. Great Britain had to do 2 manoeuvres late on, and look at that, Spain are off the foils. And we see on our ladder lines here, things are already extending away. And if we can get down the water to Lisa and Blair and see whether they like the side of the course that Australia are going to.
Put pressure out of this. Yeah.
Well, Wright has been working all day, but I think Australia's going to be pretty happy where they are. They can basically stay between the mark and the other boats. Blair, would you be pretty happy for Australia right now?
Yeah, that was a pretty strong start. They executed that first leg really well and going the right way, and they've got them covered right now, so it's going to be a tough road back, for, especially for the Spanish from here, but I think even for GBR, Aussie have really got a hold on this one.
The British boat were looking really strong, but they had a big wobble on that downwind, and that almost cost them the race.
Yeah, that really did. They pushed a little bit too hard there. I think they did the right thing driving before Australia, but yeah, I think Parker might have pushed a little bit hard there, but yeah, it's going to be a tough road back from here.
Tough road back, but I remember the grand final last year saying that the New Zealand boat was out of it and they got to back within 5 metres, so I think there's plenty of race left here. As we come up towards the Saint-Tropez shoreline, Tom Slingsby said how nervous he was of that gate 3, where there's less wind, it's gusty, it's shifty. That's where the opportunities are going to come. Of course, you'd rather be in first place right now, and we can see already Australia in a match race just trying to stay between himself and the other boats.
And all of these manoeuvres are crucial. Right now, Australia are the fastest boat by 2 kilometers an hour, but it's that foiling percentage that is critical. So far, in all of the manoeuvres, the Aussies have kept up on the foils the most, they've accelerated the quickest out of it, and right now sailing almost straight up the ladder line.
It shows how shifty the wind is, Emily, doesn't it? They just managed to almost sail straight up the course. The wind's turned back and they faced away, but expect a manoeuvre from Australia soon as they're on that yellow line, the lay line. That's the line that says they'll make it to the next gate with no more manoeuvres. If they can stay on the foils for the next 30 seconds in and out of this gate, I think they'll be well set. We're halfway through the race, but this is probably the pinch moment in the race.
Guys, let's just focus here. Yeah.
Look at Great Britain. They are making gains here as they pick up the speed much cleaner now. They're going to both head to the same side of the course.
It looks like it at the moment. There you go. They've done a great job of this all day, Great Britain, minimising distance. We can see there the extra distance that the Australians have sailed. They've done that to guarantee safety, but what they've also done is lose a lot of lead to the British. They still have control, but it's now a pure match race between first and second, as I think the Spanish have got a lot to do now.
Yeah, stand by.
So what was nearly a 200-meter lead is now shrunk down to about 100 as Emirates GBR has closed the gap. Just 3 seconds behind at the last gate, but they decide to turn away first.
Yeah, they moved away first, but we could see there was a real dark patch of water right next to the Australian boat. I think the Australians have done a nice job of staying in good breeze, and there we go. We heard Carl Langford sailing into really good pressure. Look how high they are out of the water, and they look well lined up to gate 2. Great comms from Carl Langford there. He's talking about the wind dropping as they come down towards this next gate. So the crucial thing now is, can they get through gate 4 with no more manoeuvres or not? And here we go. We heard Tom Slingsby. We're going to go right. There's going to be one more manoeuvre from Australia here. They're going to turn the boat and head out to a right turn. Looks like they've made a gain though at this point.
Okay, hold that, Tash, hold that. Okay, now coming up. Coming up.
Cash Bryant steering really accuracy out of the jive there, and once again Australia, he's happy to sail a little bit of extra distance to set himself up well for the next leg, but they're high. They got a little bit too high there. They skidded sideways. Good save by Jason Waterhouse. Australians are fast, but I think we've got a split.
It's one of the things we've seen over this weekend. All of the flight controllers are really pushing that right way. Yesterday the French led the way with the highest boat. Today it's the Australians.
We've got a split, Todd. Lisa, Blair, what can you see on the water? Is this a game for Great Britain, or have Australia called it right?
Off your hip. Yeah, we're good, different angles.
Australia are looking pretty strong from my eyes. Blair, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think Great Britain did well to get the split at the bottom. That's what you want, but yeah, to me the Aussies are in that pressure nicely. They're coming across to the right-hand side of the racetrack looking up, and I think you'll see a tack in 10 seconds or something, and they'll have them pretty well covered.
We're going to be slow here. Stand by. Get the build on.
Tight moment there, as we can see the wind has turned to favour the British. It is tight, but this is the moment Blair was talking about. Will the Australians be able to block the breeze of the British? Australia turn. Great Britain's foiling faster than the Australians. Can they come alongside? If they can get overlapped alongside, the Australians are going to have to keep there. Here we go, Australia have got to get out of the way. Crucial moment here. It's going to be a protest from Ainsley. Look at him. Oh, there's no drama with the acting skills there from Ainsley. What a moment. Brilliant move. He's got the wind blocked.
Side-by-side drag race as Ainsley calls it, and here comes the penalty.
There was the penalty, but it's instantly scratched as the British take the lead. But crucially, we've got now one more manoeuvre for the British. Look at Ainsley, points out the breeze. It's all about this next manoeuvre.
Australia turns, here we go. So it is all on here in the penultimate leg. It is this leg and then a right-hand turn to the finish line, and the championship will be decided. Great Britain in the final leg as they approach this upwind, puts on the afterburners and gets past Australia.
What a move.
And critically there, in their final manoeuvre, they did stay up on the foils. The Aussies dropped off and lost a little more distance.
Well, we said the pressure was on, but if they can make this final right turn, it's going to be theirs. They've got a nice lead. Pressure's on, Todd, but they've delivered.
Absolutely stood and delivered at the most critical time as Sir Ben Ainsley, Hannah Mills, the rest of the crew delivered a masterful performance just when you thought they were out. Emirates GBR comes sailing back and they pass the Flying Roos. Give the win to Emirates GBR in Saint-Tropez.
Turns out they've still got it, Todd.
Yep. Awesome work.
Oh, there you go. Ben Ainsley said it
Saving
well.
the best for last, Stevie, out of nowhere. And you saw the angle that they had coming up just after we heard reports that right side was more favorable. It looked like Australia had played the cards right. And out of nowhere, I think they even caught Tom Slingsby by surprise.
Well, they certainly caught Lisa and Blair by surprise, because that all changed so quickly out there on the water. And as Blair said, what was really good was that the Emirates Great Britain managed to get the split. They managed to get sailing a different direction. We're going to go left while they go right. And that was crucial. It gave them the opportunity, and they made the most of it.
Spain will come in, finishing in third, and I don't want to say they were doomed from the get-go, Stevie, but you called that they were late to the start, and when you're racing against Ben Ainsley and Tom Slingsby, you cannot spot them anything, and that's exactly what they did. So Diego Botín did a great job of staying in the mix, just didn't have the power. But Ben Ainsley, as we approach that fifth leg, they are halfway up, nowhere near the Australians. They lead almost 200 meters, and then Ben Ainsley puts on the nitrous, and they go into full afterburner mode as they take the win here. It is Emirates GBR. They win the France Sail Grand Prix in Saint-Tropez.
Turn off, huh? I'll jibe.
Well, the champions of the France Sail Grand Prix in Saint-Tropez, it's Emirates GBR. They get the win. Ben Ainsley joins us now. Ben, be honest, after day number 1 and race number 2, when you guys finished in 8th place, did you feel like maybe Saint-Tropez is not your kind of race course, or did you think we can definitely bounce back and win this whole thing?
Yeah, no, it's always a bit like that with this race course. It winds up and down so much that it's really tricky. So we expected some big gains and losses, and I think we saw that for all of the teams. And we just had to hang in there and keep the sailing the best we could. I think the team did a great job all weekend, making the best of what we had. And Hannah, as always, trying to get us in the right spot on the race course and reading the breeze, which was incredibly hard out here. So, as always, great team effort.
So Hannah, that left turn at the bottom, that was an obvious decision then, was it?
Yeah, always obvious, Stevie.
Well, it's been a little while between victories for you guys, so it must be a big moment for you. I think it's May 2021 since you were last at the top of the podium. This must mean a lot.
Yeah, thanks for reminding us of that, Stevie. Yeah, you're right. It has been a while. And it's been a frustrating one, because we've obviously got a great team, and there were times there where just things weren't going our way, and it's taken a lot of dedication, determination to just keep plugging away and get ourselves back into it. Finishing third last season, getting into that finals race, bit of a disappointment, it was a disappointment, coming away with third in that, and then struggling the first 2 events of this season. So the team have had to dig deep, and big shout out to Rob Wilson, our coach, as well, for helping with that, and the shore team that, as always, did a brilliant job getting this boat in perfect condition for racing.
All right, Ben, we appreciate it. Go get some work on that right arm, because you gave that a good workout on that near collision with Australia. But congratulations nonetheless, as Emirates GBR get the win. They take the title here at the France Sail Grand Prix in Saint-Tropez. What a crew, what a team effort, Stevie. And I think they said it right. Everyone had a part in that, and they got it done in the most critical time against the big giant. The Flying Roos looked like they were on their way to another victory.
They will love that, I'm sure, and I'm pretty confident. We can see them standing up here. It's been a while since they got to do this, but they have done it a fair few times in their past, so I'm expecting a successful job of dealing with this celebration and collecting of a prize. Very happy team, and good for them.
Emily, I think with their resume, they probably have not forgotten how to pop the cork on the champagne and how to celebrate a win.
No, I think they know what they're doing, and they're pretty happy to be back up there.
I want to welcome Hervé Berville of France. He is the Minister of Sea, making the presentation for the trophy for the France Sail Grand Prix here in Saint-Tropez. This is event 3 of season 4. We'll see if this gives Emirates GBR the bounce back they need to get themselves back in the hunt. They came into this event, remember, they were in 6th place overall coming to this event, and this would be a nice bump for them as they will move up the ladder board all the way to 4th overall. And now the celebration can truly begin here in Saint-Tropez.
Here we go, Saint-Tropez showers.